Hello, it's Andrew Bell here with a quick demonstration on resource leveling in Microsoft Project. I've got a project here which has clearly got a resource issue indicated by the red symbol in the indicators column. This project is currently finishing on the 30th of July. The resource sheet, if I view the resource sheet, tells us that we've got one resource on this project. They're called engineers. It's shown in red because they're over allocated, the red symbol there. I've got 9 of them. But this isn't telling me by how much I'm over allocated or when the over allocations happen. Let's go back to the Gantt chart view. What I need to see is a histogram of the resources over time to see when and what tasks are affected by this over allocation. To do this, I'm going to split the screen, and then on this left-hand bar, I'm going to right-click to change the view to the resource graph. And nothing's currently showing because I'm currently selected on task A, and we can see we've got no resources on task A. But as soon as I click on task B, we can see the resource profile or the resource graph of engineers over time. And it's telling me exactly when my problem is happening and the scope of it. I've got 9 available, that's that solid black line, and I'm needing up to 16. Now, the wrong solution here would be to let the computer solve this problem for me. The computer can only do what it's programmed to do, and I haven't told it anything about the risks of the tasks or the costs of these tasks or the priority of these tasks. So if I just go to the resource tab and say level resources for engineers level now, the computer will move tasks without explicitly telling me what it's moved or by how much. And if I scroll along here, I can see that the computer has split a task. And if I have a look at my project end date, it was the end of July. It's now the 20th of August. So I'm going to clear that leveling and try and do it more logically. So let's come back to show the whole project, view the entire project. I'm going to just zoom that in a bit so I can see where things are happening. So the problem's happening in these weeks and these weeks when I'm doing these tasks, and I've got 4 non-critical tasks here which I could delay into their float or slack period. Tasks E, tasks G, tasks H, and tasks I. Now, it doesn't make much sense to delay task E because there's only 1 engineer on it. And my problem here is I'm 7 engineers short, and over here I'm 5 engineers short. So moving task E is not going to help. So probably tasks G and tasks I, they're both using 7 engineers, large resources. So to help me do this manually, I'm going to insert a column called leveling delay. Just type L on the keyboard to bring those up. And for task G, I'm going to delay, well, let's just try, I've got 3 weeks of problems here. Let's just put a 3-week delay on that task and see what happens. And I've still got a problem. So task I, let's put a 3-week delay on that task. And yeah, things are sort of getting better. Let's try another 3-week delay. Let's make that 6. And now let's try and push this into that hole by let's make that another 3-week delay. Let's make that 6 weeks. Okay, we're getting there. I'm going to increase G to 7 and I to 7. We're not quite there. If I just put 1 extra week's delay on this task, it won't be happening at the same time as this task. And I have leveled the resources. So the computer will make an attempt at a solution, but it might not be the best solution. Clearly, what we want to delay is the non-critical tasks that are happening at the time of the over-allocation and that are using the most resources. Now, in this simple example, there's only a dozen tasks and one resource, but if you've got hundreds of tasks in your project and half a dozen resources, leveling everything all at once is really abdicating your responsibilities. You're telling the computer to move things without telling you how much. What you need to do is insert this leveling delay column to see what the computer has actually done. Or better still, use your intelligence as the project manager to decide what to delay depending on the costs, the risks, the priorities, and the resources that you have available. Thank you.